Today you're going to complete a sketch of an orthographic and isometric views of a cube with a diagonal cutout. This is what the shape looks like, and you're going to be drawing three-dimensional isometric views of this shape. You're also going to be drawing orthographic views, which means you'll be drawing the front of the shape, the top of the shape, and both side views of the shape. I'm just going to start by drawing a horizontal line for a baseline that the elevation or front view will sit on. Then I'm going to estimate how wide it's going to be, and then turning the page I'm going to draw up from that line vertical lines for the shape to sit inside. Now it's a cube crate that we're drawing, so this is going to be a square that the elevation sits inside, and then I'm just going to go parallel to both edges, as you can see, and that will give me the points to form that diagonal line that is cut out of the cube shape, as you can see here. Once we've done it, we just put the detail lines in so it's a nice clear front view shape. Now we're going to start drawing the view in this direction, the end elevation or the side view. So I'm just going to project a horizontal line across that's parallel with that baseline, and then just decide on the distance between the two views. So I've just ghosted over that vertical line, and again just estimating so this is a square. Once I've got that, I can put in the detail lines. And hopefully you can see that these two surfaces with the line between them indicate the flat and the sloping surface on the elevation. Next we're going to draw in the plan. So in order to position the plan properly, we're going to draw up at 45 degrees from that corner that you can see here, and then I'm going to project up from the end elevation to that line, and where it intersects that 45 degree line I'm just going to project horizontally across. So I just ghosted the top line to make sure that projection line was nice and parallel. Now I'll just put those detail lines in the view so it's defined from the construction lines. And what we can do is we can also see that there's one line missing. So when we look down on the elevation, we can see that there's a corner just here. So I'm going to project up with the construction line and fill in that corner that changes the horizontal surface to the sloping surface. And now in the same way we're going to draw the end elevation, which looks from the left hand side. So just ghosting over the baseline so that I get a nice parallel height line, and using the same technique with 45 degrees it will give us the correct width, or a good estimate of the width for the end elevation. And once we've projected across from the plan and down, we can outline the view. Now we're ready to start drawing the three-dimensional isometric views of this block. So the first step is to draw a horizontal line parallel to the bottom of the page to start the drawing on. Now we're going to draw a vertical line perpendicular to that horizontal line that you can see here, and this will be the leading edge for the crate that this shape will fit inside. Now we're going to estimate 30-degree line up, as we've learned how to do in the past, in both directions, as you can see here. Now we'll be using these three lines to ghost over to make sure we get the right angle for the rest of the lines. So I'm just ghosting over that leading edge, and I've decided how wide to make the crate on both sides, and again I'm just deciding how high to make the shape, and then ghosting over the bottom edges there so that I get a really accurate parallel line, and again the same on the bottom left, ghost over so that you get a nice parallel line to draw the crate. Same here, ghosting over those two lines for the back edge, and just turn it around to get an efficient angle to draw the straight lines for the back edge that you can see. In exactly the same way that we constructed the front elevation, we're going to construct the shape on the side of this isometric view. So ghosting over and drawing a vertical line, and then ghosting over this edge to draw a parallel line in the middle, and that gives us the construction we need to form that diagonal line that you can see here. And now you can put the detail lines in the side of this isometric view. Once you've got that face done, you can just use the edge to ghost over and then construct the two edges formed by the diagonal cutout here, as you can see. And then just turn the page so that you can get the diagonal cutout on the other side, the edge that goes between here. Again, just rehearse the line before you commit to it, and then finish off the shape with the detail lines. Okay, next we're going to draw the same shape but from a different angle. So start with your horizontal line and then your leading edge, again up at 30 degrees on both sides, estimating the size for the crate and then just using your ghosting techniques to form the crate as accurately as you can. This time we're going to put the sloping surface on the right hand side, so just getting your estimates and then darkening in with your detail lines. So following exactly the same process as the first drawing, it's just the profile faces on the right hand surface. And again, we're going to draw another view of the same shape. So exactly the same process, horizontal line and then vertical leading edge for the crate. Both lines at 30 degrees and then estimating the size, ghosting and getting good parallel lines to both the vertical lines and the lines at 30 degrees till we've got that crate. This time we're going to flip the shape on its side, so it's the top surface that has this shape on it. So again, forming the shape in exactly the same way to get the diagonal, and this time just detail line the top and then project those construction lines on those diagonal corners or edges, as you can see, to finish off the shape. Next we're going to do the fourth and final view of this drawing. So again, using your isometric sketching technique with the leading edge and the 30 degree lines, estimating the size for the crate and using a ghosting techniques to get the parallel lines for the cube itself. And once you've formed that cube, what we're going to do then is just have the diagonal line at the back, as you can see here. And once you've done that, again, just detail line in the view. We'll just bring these 3D drawings together a little bit more by adding a shaded, quick rendered surface on the right hand facing surfaces, as you can see here, just giving the drawings a little bit more impact.